Welcome back. We have now successfully transformed the CSV data to Parquet and also created the appropriate partitions. The only thing left to do is to create a database object such as an external table or a view on the transformed data so that it can be queried easily. If you remember from our previous discussions, external tables don't support partition pruning, so the most performance solution is to create a view and expose the partition to columns year and month. In our case, using the file path function, we did exactly the same thing for our bronze data. So I would like you to take this as an assignment and create the view yourself. Please come back to the video if you get stuck. In the meantime, good luck with the assignment. Welcome back. Hope you have successfully completed the assignment. If you have in place, follow along with me and I'll take you through what I have done. Let's start with the data. So we got the data in our silver folder and we got the trip data green folder, and then we've got the two subfolders, which are the partitioned columns. So we've got the year and the month, and then we've got the Parquet files underneath. So what we would want to do is to read the Parquet files using the open row set function and then expose that as a view. But on top of that, we also want to have the columns related to the partitioned columns, which are the year and month, in our view, as separate columns. And we want to expose them using the file path function so that we can partition prune this data. Let me take you to my script and I'll show you what I have done. So as you can see here, I've got a new file and I call that 13_silver views. I am planning to keep all the views here as opposed to having separate scripts for each of the views. That's because when you create a view, it's not going to create any extra data. You can always just create all of the views if you wanted to. You can simply run the script and create all the views, and that will run within a couple of seconds. So let me take you through the script now. So with the other scripts, I've just switched to the database, which is our logical data warehouse database, and then me a drop in the view if it already exists. And we've got the create view statement here. The key bits of information here are we are reading the data from our silver folder and trip data green, and then we've got the wildcard characters for year, months, and the file names here. As we know, we can use the file path function with the parameters 1 to get the value of the year, and 2 to get the value of the month here. And that's exactly what we have done. So we are getting the two columns year and month, as well as we are getting everything else from the Parquet files, which we defined here. So we've got the vendor ID, the pickup date time, and all of that kind of information here. So it's going to give us everything from the file, plus the two new columns, which are the year and the month, and that's everything. And then I've got to select top 100 from the view to show you what's coming back. So let me run this through. And as you can see, we've got the data as we expected. We got the two columns year and month, and then we got the rest of the data, which is from the Parquet files. So if you wanted to filter on a particular year and a month, you can use the year and month. Then you do the select at the bottom here, and that will partition prune. So if you said 2020-01, that's only going to get the data from the 2020-01 files, and it won't touch any of the files. I hope you find this session useful, and that's the end of the session. I'll see the next one.